Okay, so my idea is basically it'll follow a young man and woman sort of living together in a relationship, and then it starts to become sort of like toxic and unhealthy, and then she ends up getting quite violent with him and starts sort of hitting him, and then after that he decides that he wants to leave, just to get away from her, and basically like makes himself homeless just to get away from this girl. But then he's still sort of like heartbroken and doesn't really know what to do. So he ends up meeting like a bad group of people who sort of like take him somewhere and then offer him heroin, and then because he's so like depressed and sad and like alone, he decides to try and take it, to sort of cope with the pain. And after that it will go into like a sort of dream world of his like heroin high, like him sort of imagining his life like stress free with like nothing to worry about, and then it's almost like him going on a little journey, and then it will end with him like in a tunnel with like a bright white light at the end of it, and he'll walk through it as if he's died from an overdose. That's the first video, and then the second one will be from her point of view after he leaves. So it's like her like regretting what she did, like sort of sad over him leaving, and then like conflicted on whether to go and look for him or not, 'cause she doesn't want to hurt him anymore. And then she decides to go and look for him, and then finds him dead in an alleyway with a needle next to his arm. So, what do you all like about this idea?
It's very original. Yeah. No one's really done something like that on this course so far. Especially the bit at the end where he's walking into the tunnel. It's a good idea.
Yeah, I quite like the dream world part.
How are you going to do the dream world though, with editing?
Because I have like a sort of style where I like to make stuff like cinematic, and I like to use nature quite a lot. So like, I'll have him walking through like fields and sort of imagining that he's just sort of like alone, like just nothing around him.
What you can do is when you're editing is just get something off YouTube, like a dream world, like something, and then just overlay it so it just looks like there's like loads of shapes and colours and stuff.
Yeah. I was going to make like the colours just like proper like pop and make it obvious that like it's
tripping balls.
Yeah.
The story's really hard hitting. It's like really like
good emotional value.
Yeah. It was good.
You could also, when he's in the dream world, like change the colour of everything.
Yeah, I was going
so
to.
they're all really different colours.
Yeah.
What are you going to film in the second video? Like what footage are you going to film?
So I was gonna have like examples of like her like going out for a drink with her friends, but she's like scrolling through pictures of him like on her phone.
Yeah.
And I was gonna have like after he leaves, her sort of like stressed on the bed, and I'll have like overlaying shots of like flashing back to when they were good, when they were bad, and sort of like her really conflicted. So yeah, because I had back on one of my surveys that I've fleshed out the idea of his point of view a lot more than hers, so I had to start thinking of more stuff that I could fill it up with on her side.
On her side, would it be a music video or a short film?
Music video.
Yeah.
You doing the same song?
Yeah, same song.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, is there anything I can improve on?
Make sure you're clear with her story, like you said. Make
Mm.
sure you make it so it's got clear narrative in that one as well.
Okay.
As the other one.
You could almost do it where like she's regretting what she's done and she's seeing him be like this, but he can't see that she's there because obviously he's high or whatever. So when he's walking through a field or something, you could show that she's like watching and seeing that it happen. But then when he like he'll just like walk straight past her or something. 'Cause it's not in his current universe.
Okay.
Yeah, if he's resorting to heroin, you should really like emphasise the fact of how like upset.
Oh yeah, I'll make sure to make it.
You should get
like,
some clothes and
literally
just make them
hits,
bare
like,
dirty and
rock
just rip them
bottom,
and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Would you say it's got a strong narrative and emotional value? If not, what would you change?
No, I think it does.
Calm idea.
Okay, thank you. Is there any locations that you'd recommend for me to use?
I reckon when he's like homeless and stuff, you should probably go to like Wickham, like London or something, so you can film it like bare busy, and maybe get him like begging for money and stuff like around loads of people.
Like rundown areas.
Yeah.
You could go to the abandoned house by Crown Plaza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be his yard.
I was thinking about that, but it's just lighting,
Oh yeah.
which I would struggle with.
Well, I mean, if you go in the day, it's actually alright in there. It's not too dark.
Yeah, but then again, it's the tone of it. He's not gonna be there in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home light.
He's
walking
like-
I
through
don't know. I
woods.
could always have like little
Yeah.
like LED
Yeah.
lamps or
Yeah.
something if
Yeah.
it's some like crack house.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean, we found Needle was in there before, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
So you never know. You might find one. Good footage right there.
Save me buying one.
What a crackhead.
Just buying a crackhead.
Yeah.
Probably be 42 calories.
Okay, What sort of people do you think could play the roles? Like, what do you reckon they would have to look like? Like, sort of
I think
characteristics.
the guy, he should start off, but I think you should try and find someone that's got like a really scruffy look, like a scruffy beard. Now, why are you looking at me? Nah, someone with like an actual beard. I reckon you should use Cam.
Greasy hair. Very greasy hair.
Yeah.
I think definitely a beard, because then it shows that he's not
Yeah.
like caring about his appearance as much,
Yeah.
as obviously he's homeless. Make him wear shit clothes as well, like flip flops or something, or some like trousers. Like,
Yeah,
tall.
ripped
You can
trousers.
record it when he's got the beard, and then you can ask him to shave it when you do the.
Well, Cam wouldn't
No.
shave his beard.
Nah, Cam won't shave his beard.
Right,
He'd
okay.
never shave his beard.
Maybe a little trim.
No,
No? Okay.
his beard is his.
Yeah, but that
life.
would be sick though, because then he's like got a beard when he's like on the streets, and when he's in.
No, I don't know. I could try and find someone to do it for me.
Mm.
Is there anything else?
No.
I
Use
think it's a
Adam,
good idea.
Adam who?
your uncle.
Possibly. I was going to have him a bit younger than that though.
Mm.
It was supposed to be a bit younger.
What age?
Saul's only a couple of years old younger than
Oh,
me. Do you really think he'd do it for me?
right. Nah.
Um,
Oh, yeah, well.
It's a good idea, Joe.
Well done.
Well
alright,
done.
Thank you
Cut,
everyone.
cut.